Godwin Emefiele. NNPP welcomes merger of opposition parties. Gunmen attack Adamawa police headquarters. And on the foreign scene, South Korea suspends part of military deal with North Korea. I'm Ifichukwu Moyeli with the news. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has arrived at the venue of the inauguration of the Dental Maxillofacial ENT Ophthalmology Specialist Hospital in Garrison, Port Harcourt. Other dignitaries at the event are Deputy Governor Ngozi Odu, PDP Chairman Desmond Akawo, Commissioner for Special Project Emeka Nwoke, and Chairman of River State Traditional Council Sergeant Awuse, among others. The governor is also expected to inaugurate the Professor Kelsey Harrison Memorial Hospital later today. Recall that in 2021, the River State Executive Council approved 5 billion naira to revive both hospitals, while over 1.7 billion naira was spent on civil work. 6.9 million naira was spent on equipping, furnishing, and installation of medical equipment at the Professor Kelsey Harrison Hospital. Also, civil work on the Dental Maxillofacial ENT Ophthalmology Specialist Hospital cost over 1.7 billion naira, while equipment, installation, and furnishing gulped over 5.9 million naira. Moving on, a political analyst, Chizi Nyomasila, says he expects a resolution of the crisis before the River State House of Assembly can submit the 2024 budget proposal. Mr. Yomasila said this while speaking of the crisis rocking the House. He tells a correspondent that it will amount to anarchy if the state governor submits the 2024 budget proposal to the lawmakers loyal to Edison Ehe for passage.
A budget is a legal document, and every legal document must follow its legal proceedings. You cannot have two assembly pass a budget. That is anarchy. In fact, for them to go ahead trying to submit the budget without resolving this issue, first is itself. Why would a government that the people have elected 32 and then you are presenting a budget to 4 individuals, and then representing me, for a budget to be passed, there has to be a total majority of the people voted. And also, what would be the total majority of 31 or 32 out of 4? That cannot be. Even if all of them signs it, that is in itself illegality.
Mr. Yomasile also said state lawmakers can sit anywhere to pass the budget if they form a quorum.
We must understand that the Harlow Chamber is not a place. The Harlow Chamber is where the assembly sits. So even if the assembly decides legally to sit in any of the conference seats around River State, it becomes the Harlow Chamber. Yes, it's unfortunate that that edifice was. The Harlow Chamber is where they sit. So if it goes to the 27, all of them together, and they seek to agree and disagree, wherever they have sat, it becomes the Harlow Chamber of River State.
Speaking on the implication of not passing the budget on time, an economist, Cletus Ilugo, tells correspondent Toyin Kachimwuso that the delay in budget passage will affect investment but cannot stop the state government from functioning.
Budget is a continuum. The only challenge it will have is that our compliances and our control measures will be affected if we are not adequately strong enough to monitor our processes. And there's going to be an implication on investments at state level. That in itself drives investment focus and investment relationship. But that does not mean it will cripple it totally, because government has a window and a veto to carry out certain things.
Yesterday, a federal high court in Port Harcourt issued an order directing the two factions in the House to maintain their situation as it existed before the crisis and suspend further deliberations until the matter before it is determined. This is after embattled lawmaker Edison Ehe, who insists he is now the Speaker of the House, filed a lawsuit to stop the Martin Amehule-led lawmakers from presiding over the activities of the House. Elsewhere, Justice Hamza Muazu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Abuja, has granted the immediate past governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, bail in the sum of 300 million naira and 2 sureties in like sums. Mr. Emefiele is mandated to deposit all his travel documents with the registrar of the court and must remain within the Abuja Municipal Council. He is expected to remain in contact when he meets the bail conditions. In other news, the new Nigeria People's Party NNPP has welcomed a proposal by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar that opposition parties merge to defeat the ruling APC in the 2027 presidential election. Action National Chairman of the party, Abba Ali, at a media briefing said the NNPP will look at the issue from a much larger perspective and considering all factors in it. Still to come, Adamawa Police CP orders probe on attack on police headquarters. Stay with us.
Stay on track with Nigeria Info.
Can PFN be still
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Just in now, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has assured Rivers people that he will fulfill all of his campaign promises. That that's around just Adama sees or will post on the wild creators a split with
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to us from anywhere in the world. Download the Nigeria